Good morning, everyone. My name is Noopur Saraswat, and I, on the behalf of Sri Aurobindo Society, would like to welcome all the teachers in this most successful and innovative idea ZIIEI, that is, Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiative. Through these ideas, we're trying to make our learning process more active and more interesting. And today, on this very platform, the idea which I am going to represent is naming method. For this idea, the class which I am going to take is class 3rd. Chapter 14, My Village, and my subject is English. I represent UP board for this idea. The time duration of this idea implementation is 20 minutes. The innovation behind this idea is to bring ritual practice of naming into learning pedagogy. This idea help in building their inner connection among the concept being taught in the class with the actual name allotted to the period for a particular time period. For doing this, educator need to choose individual name for each student in the class. The name chosen should have a scope of value addition. Now, assign these names to the student. After 2 or 3 days, add value to the name by defining it further. For example, for different parts of body, student name will be like student 1 can be named as nose, student 2 as ears, student 3 as hands, and student 4 as leg, and so on. After 2 or 3 days, the student will add more information about the function. Like student 1 will now be a nose and create a sentence like nose help to smell. Student 2 will be ear. So ear help in hearing. Student 3 will be hand. Hand help us in picking or writing, and so on. But before implementing the idea or before naming the student, we should have already completed the reading of the story so that the building and the explanation part of the chapter is already completed. This idea is only for revision purpose. To initiate the process of naming through the following process. First of all, name the student by specific word, and other student will call that student by that particular name but not for their original name. Assign the name or word related to the chapter on a chit and distribute this chit among the student. By distributing this chit, student attach them with their shirt so that it will be visible for every student. Now, student call these students by their name given on the chit, but not from their original name. Continue the process by addressing these students by allotting the name for few days. Now, conclude the process of naming by adding new information along with the previous names. For this chapter, functions of different part of body has been added. By doing this, student will enhance their critical thinking ability and while adding some more information regarding to that particular word. Like when students first say I, he or she added help in seeing the object. Student 2, ears help in hearing the sound. Student 3, hands help in picking and writing the objects. Student 4, legs help us in walking. Student 5, nose help to smell. Ask each student to listen to the further information of the different part of the body more carefully. This will add the value of patience and acceptance while listening to the answer of the other students. Through this innovative idea implementation, the learning outcome which educator can achieve are like students start reading with appropriate pronunciation and perfect pauses. Students use meaningful short sentences in English, writing as well as oral. Students also start using the naming objects like noun. They also start using pronouns, adjectives, preposition in context to compare as in previous class. They start using vocabulary related to the subject like maths, EVS, which is very relevant for class 3rd. Children can use the words they have learned in a very small, short and meaningful sentences. The children is able to replace noun with the correct pronouns like I, my, you, yours for making meaningful and short sentences. The core life skills that can be included are like self-awareness, effective communication and creative thinking. Value that can be touched upon this is like having an objective attitude towards each other's ideas and practice the patience for each other. The ability for waiting or to continue doing something despite having difficulty will be built during this idea. I really hope you like this idea and want to try this idea in your class with your students. If you like this video and you like this idea, please do not forget like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook. That's all for this idea. Thank you and goodbye.